What's up, guys? Welcome to Double Dare Disc. We're just going to do a quick in the bag. So, we'll start with my putters. I got the KC Pro 12 time. This is the oldest one I got. I had some older ones, lost them, snapped them on a tree. So this is the oldest one. And then these two are about the same age. One with the Huck Lab stamp. And this is my main putter. It's a few months old, beating right where I like it. Not too old, doesn't turn right, goes pretty straight. It has a little stickier grip after they get broken in. Then I got a stack of mid-range and throwing putters. I got Gateway Wizard. This one's a little more new than I like. I lost the one that was used. It's at my friend's in the Blackberries. It'll show up. Nice throwing putter. Throws a lot like the KC, but a little more stable, a little grippier when it's wet. Then I got Pdga Wysocki 2020. It's the only one I can get my hands on. This thing's money for forehand out of the bushes, sometimes backhand, but mostly forehand scramble game or up shots. Anything within 200 feet, this is going to be dead on money. Then I got the Joel Freeman Gator. This is money as well. This is kind of for when I backhand shots I would use the pig for, because my pig, if it hits trees, it just gets waffled out. So this Joel Freeman Gator has been Gator 3. This is the new disc for me, money, flick shots, a little skip at the end, hard dump out of the air. Great disc. Then we got Champion Spider. I have one that is much more faded. This was my first disc ever. Not this exact one. My first one was put away, but this one, it just throws straight. The whole 10 at pier. That's all I carry it for, basically. Just a little bit of uphill, straight. We got a MD3 from Discmania. Another disc that just straight with a right finish. Not really straight, more right finish, Anheuser shot. One it'll come back a little bit just so it won't roll at the end. This is a great one. And then we got two Discmania Methods. This is the main one, goes perfectly straight. This is a brand new one. Just as a backup for this, for water holes. Got a tournament coming up at Trojan, so gotta have the backups. I lost my other backup yesterday at Trojan, so this is the backup for the backup. Then we get into my rocks. The main one is a USDGC El Rancho mold. I lost the older one that was more faded, but then I had a really old one I put away. If there's no water or something, I might bust it out, but this one is doing the job for now. It's still a little more stable than I prefer, but she works. And then I got a USDGC Rock Plus. This is just kind of like a little less stable than the El Rancho one. I like it. It goes a little bit straighter with the less of a dump at the end. Still not as good as the El Ranchos when they're broken in, but this works for now. Then I got a KC Pro Rock. This one's good for paper plate rollers and just finishing right, or shots when I need to flex it up and throw it with a little hyzer and finish to flat. Then we get into my low speed drivers. So got this Tour Series Sidewinder. This is a roller disc or Anheuser shots that have to be very high up in the air, because it'll just keep breaking. Sometimes if I throw a little soft, get it to fade back left a little bit at the end. Then I have this old Champion T-Bird. This is one of the last discs in the bag from when I was younger. It good for rollers, good for turning right, Sky Anheuser's. just nice controlled in the woods shots when I need to take a little bit off. 2 12-time star Climo T-birds. These are hand dyed. Mrs. did this one, I did this one. These are money, just straight. If these don't go straight, it's on you. Finish right, put a little hyzer, pop them up to flat, uphill shots that need to finish left. These are great. Then I got the Discmania Instinct. This has been replacing my T-birds. This one has a little bit more glide. The numbers are the same, but this one floats more. If you really analyze the rim, it has a little more curvature. It's basically just a retooled T-bird. These Discmania Evolution line discs have been money. They're basically a bunch of Innova stuff in latitude plastic, or that's what I think. This thing rips. I had a backup, lost it in the water at Trojan also yesterday. Lost 2 discs. Champion Glow Eagle. This thing is just straight. If you put hyzer, it goes hyzer. You put a little right, it'll go a little right. It'll just go straight. For me, about 400 foot. Just 400 feet straight. This is the disc to go to for me. Then we get into more of the mid speeds, or just stuff I don't use quite as much, but it will help when I need it. I got the Nate Sexton Firebird. This one's got the bottom stamp, and this thing rips. Lucky got this in the trade. This has been doing good work for me. It's not really a Firebird. It's less stable than any Firebirds I've ever thrown. I think of it more like in between a T-bird and a Firebird. Then we get into just an old Star Firebird. This thing will stay flatter and will never start to break to the right the same way that the Nate one will. This thing rips. Super lucky. Found this one used. The guy that owned it tried to get a hold of him. He said he already replaced it and that I could bag it. So thank you for that. Then I got Champion Factory Second. This is just a Champ Firebird, super stable. This one's really good for just super high hyzer shots. That's mostly all I use this one for. Just straight up and down when I wanted to stick in the grass, not really go anywhere at the end. Just a fun shot. That's what this is for, Champ Firebird. Then I got Star Wraith. This thing, I heard Nate and Germ talking about it. It's just a milder destroyer. Decided to put it back in the bag so I don't need quite as much left and right space, and I can really bomb this one. Still learning it, but I always like to have a few discs in the bag I'm learning. Then we get into more of my bread and butter, high-speed drivers. I got a Champion Boss. This one's just pretty much for throwing into a headwind. Basically, if there's a strong headwind, this becomes my destroyer. They fly the same. This one's definitely more stable. I got a Nuke OS. This one I use for out-of-the-woods skip shots or flick rollers to get out of the bushes. This thing rocks. Then I got 3 max weight or 172s. 172, 173, and 175. All just Star Destroyers. We got the Waiasaki 2 times and the Saki Bot. To me, they all throw pretty much the same. They're all about the same age. This is just my go-to driver when there's space. Then I have 2 DD3s. This one's a custom die where I put red on at the end and just ruin the whole die. So now it's just blood red. These DD3s, they're a little glidier than the Destroyer, a little less stable. I can use them for sky and hyzer shots when I need to kind of get the Destroyer flight, but I need the first couple hundred feet to be high and to the left and fade back. So these have really helped my game. Sometimes I use them for just like forehand, because I'm one of the people where my backhand has more snap than my forehand. It's just the way it works for me. Most people, that's not the case. I think that's everything. Thanks for watching. Smash that subscribe. Tell me what you think of the video, and put in the comments below if you want me to make any other videos. There will be tips and tricks to come. And thank you.